Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, My Jewelry Addiction. My name is Tanya and I'm addicted to jewelry. I have a special thing for you guys today. Sneaky peeky. Woot, woot. All right. Hi, Brian.
Hi everybody and welcome to Tanya's Jewelry Addiction channel.
Oh.
I am blessed today because she's asked me as a dear friend of many years to showcase
How many years, Brian?
Oh, 1,000,000,001, I don't know. I quit
Right.
counting a few years ago because, we're only 24.
Right? At heart.
So I met Tanya many, many years ago, and then of course we reconnected again a few years later, but about 2 years ago.
More than 2 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago, when you started coming to where I work for event nights, and she would always notice that I had some fun jewelry on. So she'd be like,
Fabulous jewelry.
I might have a couple pieces of turquoise that you might need to see. And I said, well, girl, bring them. So I bought several pieces off of Tanya. This is one that I bought from her not too long ago.
Gosh, it's probably been much longer. Here, you could bring the camera over this way.
I'm just going to reach on over, and you can see beautifully hallmarked sterling, and of course, one of my favorite bubblegum style Sleeping Beauty. Which matches what she's wearing. Go figure.
My favorite when it comes to turquoise, the color. I am going to bring the camera over though, Brian.
Do it.
Just so we can get in here better,
Yeah.
and you can get a better view of the jewelry. Yeah, I forgot I sold you that. Oh, look at that lusciousness. It's one of those things that's probably just way too big for me, too heavy, and
I like big. I like chunky. As you can tell with my belt and the rest of my jewelry.
And your belt is sterling silver.
Of course, everything that I purchase is going to be sterling. I do a lot of purchasing online, which I know a lot of you guys buy from Tanya. Kudos, because she does have a lot of really fun and amazing stuff. I'm very particular, and I do a lot of research before making any of my purchases. A lot of my purchases are going to be investment pieces, if you will. I've joined several groups online, especially on Facebook, Native American Jewelry Lovers. There's a few other ones that I'm part of a group on, and they've been very insightful and very helpful in dealing with my purchases. Also, I'm sure there's a few things that I like to keep up on. One is going to be knowing your hallmarks. Hallmarks are kind of important, especially if you're looking for provenance on a piece. Most of my stuff is very 70s, 60s and 70s, and a lot of them are really not hallmarked, which I'm okay with because I purchase pieces and I fall in love with pieces, and that's how I choose my jewelry. I'm also very keen on Royston. Royston is this beautiful bluish green color, as you can see. You'll notice a lot of these pieces I'm going to be pulling forward are in fact Royston. They range in color from like the deep dark blue, Robin Eggs blue, to even a green color.
You should see what I'm staring at, you guys. It's and he only pulled some of his favorite pieces. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back in December, right?
Yeah, we'll come.
Later in the month when he's got all of his Christmas trees set up. Because when I walked in right now with the music on, it's got this cool little vibe going. His place is fabulous, you guys. It's amazing. I sat on the couch and I was like getting goosebumps. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a decor magazine,
She's too kind.
No, it's
my place is a disaster because I work so much.
Shut up. Well, he's been making things fabulous where he works right now.
So I want to start with probably one of my more favorite blossoms.
Yes.
It's actually just a notch with coins on it. It's also known as a coin blossom. So if you notice on this guy, once again, that beautiful blue-green color Royston, and it's followed up by wonderful Mercury dimes and Liberty walkings. This has got a lot of weight to it. I remember I found a piece that I was smitten at the
Oh my
fair.
gosh, you guys. They're all coins. So those bench beads are all coins. They're 2 coins that have been put together.
Yep, soldered together perfectly. And it's a little on the crude side, but I fell in love.
Amazing.
I fell in love with this piece, very similar to it, and it was at our local fair. Wow. And I was gonna purchase it, and my husband at the time, not my husband at the time, but my husband at that time said I better not be spending $1,400 on a necklace. So I didn't, and I regretted it for every single day from that point forward. So I went on a hunt, and I hunted, and I hunted, and I hunted, and I hunted, till I finally found this one. Now, I purchased this from a guy off of Etsy, and I have a little bit of history behind it. The lady that he purchased this whole
Put it
lot
on your
from...
neck. Is that what you were wearing right now?
This is what I was wearing right now.
Oh,
And you
okay.
can see it's strung on its original black cord, and I probably won't change it unless I find that there's a flaw. Also with repairs, be sure that whomever you're taking it to specifies and knows and has knowledge in restringing and redoing Native American pieces. They are done a little bit differently than your standard jewelry. So you'll definitely want to keep the integrity of the piece by choosing somebody who knows and understands and puts the love and attention into redoing it in the way the original makers would have done. But the lady that sold this whole lot to this gentleman was 94 years old. She had been collecting since the 40s. She had the most awesome collection. And I'm lucky enough to have bought 4 pieces from this gentleman that was part of her collection. This being one of them. And like I said, I fell in love with it almost immediately the moment I seen it.
And you guys, it's got to weigh over a pound.
Oh, definitely.
It's like 2 pounds or something. It's heavy.
It's a gorgeous piece. The second piece I bought from the gentleman is to be this Lovato piece. So this is going to be a Santo Domingo piece, and it's called a tab necklace. And you can see each one of these is actually hand rolled and done and polished. Of course, it's got some minor dings and chips in it, but that's okay because that's what makes this piece truly unique and different than any of the other pieces that you'll find. And you can see how it lays. It's just a really stunning piece. And once again, I seen it and I fell in love with it, and I had to have it, so I bought it.
In love. It's funny. There used to be a battle on because I worked there too in the gift shop on the nights of the events, and so I'd come in wearing a something turquoise.
I'm like,
honey,
God, I gotta have one just like it.
And then there was other customers that would come in on a regular basis, and they'd be like, oh yeah, they have theirs on, It's like everyone's like this little battle going on instead of the dance battle. It's the turquoise battle.
I also encourage people who have this jewelry not to just sit on it because that's boring.
I know.
Wear it.
This has been in a box. I'm wearing it tonight, but I tell you, or today, because it's midday. It's actually in the afternoon. It's 12 noon. I'm wearing it today. I can feel it on my neck. It's too heavy. I just have those problems. I
just love chunky. The bigger, the better. And I love, 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 love layering.
Oh, well then show.
One of my favorites socialites is Iris Apfel, and she's the queen of layering, let me tell you. But I just love the way she layers her jewelry. So this is like I said, a Santo Domingo or Kiwa piece.
And
which is
what type
lovely.
of turquoise is
That's probably going to be Royston. Like I said, most of my stuff is Royston. Okay. Another really awesome piece that I just recently purchased.
That's fabulous.
It's a Delbert Crespin piece. And I purchased this once again online. I was lucky enough to find it. Unfortunately, the strings had... it was so old that the strings had started breaking.
Yeah.
So I had to send it away, and I literally spent just as much getting it restrung.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding.
Honey, I could have done that for you.
Well, I wanted it done back on its sinew cording. And unfortunately, when they were doing this, the cord that they used was too thin to withstand the weight of the piece. So I sent it away to a gentleman in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His name's Dalton. He did a very, very good job. But he had to pump drill each one of these beads to fit the new cording through it.
Wow.
And of course, I did a boo-boo, and when I sent it away, I let the packers at the packing place that I use pack it up for me. And this is called the Eagle Tail. Several of the Eagle Tail pieces had broken, so I had to pay to get them refixed.
Oh,
so guys, if you're going to be
that's
packing,
an investment.
Yeah, if you guys are going to be packing stuff away and sending it out for shipment, be sure to get insurance on it, number 1. And number 2, make sure the people that you're packing it's knowing what they're doing, because I would have been heartbroken if I wasn't able to wear this luxurious piece again. And you can see once again, like I said, this is all hand drilled, hand pumped jet and turquoise and spiny oyster. And so that's
it's a clear spiny oyster.
Really fun. It's actually more of a purple.
Oh, it is.
Purple spiny oyster. Yeah. And you can see it's just a really fun, very, very different, elegant piece.
Fabulous.
I have been blessed with several people in my life who know that I love Native American jewelry. I mean, I love Native American jewelry. As you can tell, I have a passion for it. What I say,
Do you want me to answer it?
you know what? Can we?
Yeah, you could pause it. Let's pause it.
Pause it. Hello? So like I was saying, sorry about that. Work was calling me and I had to answer. So I have several friends in my life that know I like Native American jewelry. And because of it, I always get stuff thrown at me. Hey, Brian, I've got this. Do you want it? I'm like, well, let's talk about price. One of my good friends' mothers, was an avid collector. She'd collected, once again, since probably the 50s or 60s, and she recently passed away.
Oh.
I know. And, you know, he had all this awesome Native American jewelry that he wasn't going to wear, and he didn't know anybody that would enjoy it as much as I would. So, once again, like I said, I am blessed. So part of that part of that collection is this monster.
Oh, are you kidding
And
me?
it is in fact stamped. I haven't really looked at the maker to see really who it is, just because I really don't have time. But at the same time, it is a gorgeous, fun, huge, chunky piece.
Are you kidding me? That's like ginormous, you guys. There's my hand. That's
it's pretty big. I'm not saying no to it.
What is it?
It's turquoise. I've not figured out which one it is as of yet. It's not sleeping.
Yeah, it's got too much yellow.
It's got too much yellow and brown matrix in it. But like I said, I wasn't saying no to it, and I actually have a couple friends in the business, and you know they both said that I did a good job.
Are you kidding me? That's a gift. Oh my gosh,
it was gorgeous.
What a monster, you guys! What an amazing piece!
It is a gorgeous piece.
Huge. It's beautiful.
I mean, it could be bigger. It could be bigger. I like big. Part of that collection as well was this beautiful bubblegum turquoise necklace.
That's great too.
And I mean, it's hefty. I mean, that's heavy.
There's
that's
no
heavy.
way.
I mean, it's got weight to it. And you can see the matrix on it. It's quite lovely.
It's got heshy beads in there.
Heshy beads. Your coned ends, and
or come that way a little bit more with the coned end. Yeah, there you go.
Where's your
there you go.
I can't tell which way it's at. There we go.
Yeah.
And other things to look for is the proper and correct fasteners. You know, especially if you're purchasing Native American, make sure that the fastenings make sense for the piece. You'll see some pieces that have different clasps on it. That might not be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could have been restrung. I don't know. But things I like to look for.
It's got a lobster claw.
And lobster claws aren't normal for most Native American jewelry.
No.
But that doesn't mean that it hasn't been restrung improperly by somebody. Or they felt that it would be a better feel and a better fit for security. Security. Another one of the pieces that I got from the same gentleman, that was his mom's, was this piece. And this is a pretty fun piece. It's very different than anything I've had before. And it really is, like I said, just a big, chunky
monkey
statement piece, darlings. It's
fabulous.
Fun. It's different.
It's a shadow box.
Yeah, it's a shadow box style. And you can see,
up in there. Oh yeah,
you can see that in there.
Look at that.
The
it's
stamping.
huge. That's got to be 4 inches by 4 inches.
I mean, it's a massive piece. I love big.
Look at.
And that's a vintage piece. It's not stamped.
That's like the whole palm of my hand.
It's not stamped, but you can tell that it's sterling.
Wow. Well, that's the thing about Native American jewelry. A lot of it is just handmade right there.
Yep.
They don't have a stamp.
No, don't need it.
Why? Why would you with a piece like that?
I also have a lot of newer pieces. I got into the newer pieces, actually one of my first big bracelets that I bought, and this is going to be a Chimney Butte piece. Now, Chimney Butte is out of Albuquerque, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, I found this guy at the block sales.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lady
with
the
beanie.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Yes, indeed. So this is a piece that I'd literally seen. And I don't even care how much it is. Please just give it to me. So like I said, it's a newer piece. It's not, it's not is destined to become a classic, but you can see it's just a nice, big, chunky piece of
And,
turquoise. It's fabulous.
He's one of your. I remember when I was working with you, him and David David Yerman. Oh, I had my David. I took it off earlier. Him and David Yerman. He showed me a photo of the two of them together.
Yes, I love David Yerman. And you can see it was originally priced at $600, but yeah, we won't go into the pricing.
Yeah, we won't talk about what he paid for his. He could have probably bought a new car.
A house, a picket fence, a dog. Who knows? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
He does have a beautiful house. They just purchased a house.
A year.
This
is a year and a half. We've been in this house for 3 years, but we purchased it from the person that we were renting it from.
So it was 3 years ago we reconnected.
Let's go to this guy.
It's just screaming at me. I just keep looking at it, Brian.
So this is a fun Santo Domingo piece. And like I said, this is more on the modern. This is why I started jumping into the modern stuff.
Wow.
Because this is more of a modern piece. So you can see that it's inlay, a turquoise, mother of pearl. And once again, like I said, this is going to be a Santo Domingo piece. The coral is what really got me.
It's
and
not
I don't
dyed.
normally, it's not dyed.
No,
I normally don't like chokers. But I'd seen it, and I'm like, well, with a nice little V-neck on a hot summer day with my, my little shoes and all. I thought it was just a really fun.
Shoes.
Yeah, little shoes. I thought it would be a really fun, stunning piece. Only because I wear my huaraches,
Right.
So, like I said, I got lots of just different fun stuff. This is, like I said, a really fun piece, and you can see the shell that's in there as well
fabulous.
as all the coral pieces. Another thing, too, is I used to get really hung up on imperfections, broken stones, other things that, to me used to drive me bananas. I've come to learn to love pieces like that have a little bit of, a flaw to it, because it shows that they have...
It's the age.
It's the age.
And
it's
the
character.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the wrinkles, I've earned them, It's
just like the jewelry has earned it. It's been loved. You feel the energy that is in the piece from the other wearer.
Sure.
This is probably by far one of my favorite pieces.
Wow.
I have like 3 or 4 of them, and I'm literally just gonna hold it for the effect. Are you guys ready for this monster? Are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So this is my Kachina bolo. So it's turquoise, and then you can also see it's got coral. It is in fact stamped and marked in the back. I mean, this guy's got to be, I think when I bought it, it was 4.5 inches, 5 inches. And you can just see when you put it on.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a piece and a half, you guys. Look at that. It's massive. It's dark. I mean, I fell in love with it.
I remember coming to work one night, or I didn't even work there, but I just went in because, they've got the food trucks. There's, and it's entertainment. They've got a bar. They've got a live band. It's a lot of fun. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And we went in there for dinner one night, and he was wearing this. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, the funny story is the reason why I wanted one was Iris Apfel, who, if you guys don't know who she is the queen of layering and jewelry. And I'm going to pull her up really quick so you can see who I'm talking about.
That's stunning. That is so just amazing.
So she is, like I said, she's the queen of layering, and if you have a moment, look her up online, because the way she does her jewelry is phenomenal. I mean, she layers upon layer upon layer. And I'm trying to find the one where she's wearing a bolo just like this.
Oh, really?
In either case, yeah, she was wearing one, and I watched this documentary called Iris. And I immediately fell in love with the bolo. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to find myself a bolo just like that.
Oh,
and
it's stunning.
The hunt went on for 4 to 5 years, guys. 4 to 5 years. Because they were all out of my price range. And when I say price range, we're talking, oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, I know who she is.
So that's Iris Apfel. Guys, if you don't know who she is,
go in a little bit.
If you don't know who she is, look her up. She is a character and a half.
She's fabulous.
But, yes, the lady layers.
Yeah.
She does jewelry. She does costumes. She does clothing. She is 90-some years old and still attending all of the fashion shows in New York. Right. I can only aspire to be like her at that age, let me tell you. But she's the ideas that I get for when I'm layering my jewelry. And of course, I do love my jewelry. So here I do layering. And it's funny because at most points in life, when people see me in my jewelry, they're, oh, I would have never thought of wearing it, those two pieces together. Well, why not? You've got them, wear them. Layer, 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 layer.
One of my subscribers last night live, she was like, I've got 3 different necklaces on, and the jade ring, she just got her package yesterday. She'd been waiting for a while. Yeah.
So that guy is known as a Kachina. Here's another Kachina. So this is a Zuni piece. This is by a lady named Bev Atesi. She does really fun layering, guys. You can see that in there. So this is mother of pearl. You've got some coral, some turquoise, some jet. And look at that headpiece, you guys. If you could really see the layering on this.
Oh,
and how
it's dimensional.
It's dimensional.
Oh, yeah.
It's 3-dimensional. It's just a really fun, interesting piece.
That's
and I've seen it. And it's not one that I actually wear too often, but...
It's huge, though. Look at it.
It's a pretty good... It's a sizable piece.
It's huge.
It's a sizable piece.
That's huge. That's not sizable. It's huge.
It's pretty big, guys. All right.
It's amazing. It's really cool from the side view. The eyes and the lips pop out like that.
Yeah,
really cool.
And it's like...
Yeah.
So the piece that really started my jewelry addiction, there was 2 of them. And of course, I got into it, I'm almost 140 now, and I got into it about 5 years ago. So this collection is fairly new, guys. And you could tell I collect, and when I start collecting something, I go full throttle.
Right? Yeah, that's like me. Just do it.
So I started by going to, local antique stores. And there was a guy right up the street. It was called Yard Sale Sailor.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
His name was Phil. He had lots of fun stuff. And I'd go in and I'm like, I bought a couple of rings and I liked it. And I got another couple of rings. And I started conversating with this guy. And I'm like, you don't happen to have any squash blossoms, do you? Yeah. And he's like, oh, no squash blossoms. And I said, oh, okay, well, he's like, you know what? Hold on. And he goes to the back of the store and you hear rustling. And he comes back with a plastic bag and he throws this plastic bag down on the counter.
You're kidding.
And so he's all, I have a couple, but I'm saving these for my retirement. And I said, well, you might be retiring today, buddy. Let me see what you got. So he pulled out one, which I actually have in the other room. I didn't put it out because I don't wear him as the one that you got.
Yeah.
That I bought back from you.
I was custodian for a while.
Yeah.
Of the piece. I had shared that with you guys. Yeah. They were purchasing a home and, they needed a nice down payment. It was just like, hey, I'll buy that off you for temporary if you want, and
temporary,
you can buy it back later.
And temporary it was because I felt naked without her.
And he cried when he sold it to me, you guys. He cried. I wore it one time and then I just put it away in the drawer and I waited for him to get their feet wet. They had their house. Everything was good with the universe.
Everything.
And he bought it right back.
I did. I had to make payments because girl, I was broke.
Well, that's okay.
How it goes.
It was like I didn't want to wear it. I was never gonna. It was like it was a special piece to him.
So everyone calls this my roach clip necklace, and you can see they.
Oh, I see why they almost look like little
roach clips. Oh. And it's just a very light wearer. Like I said, this is one of my first pieces, and you can see it's strung on like sterling silver.
Was that
fox.
the one that I bought?
No,
it was this one, huh? No, it's not even in
That's
here.
not
Okay,
even in this
never
section.
mind. Yeah,
I didn't have enough room to put all my blossoms out.
We'll do another one mid-Christmas when he's got his decorations.
But you can see this guy. He's a very light wearer, but once you throw him on,
it's fabulous.
It's fabulous, and it's like I said, it's light enough that it doesn't make you feel.
Oh my gosh, how funny! Like from here, it totally looks like a roach clip, or actually,
those things.
Lucky Brand.
What do they call it when you go put your little bracelet on? They have a little clap so you can.
Lucky Brand does that. They use those in their bracelets. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks just like that's what a roach clip is, the 70s thing, or 80s, 70s.
Very 70s.
Yeah.
So this is a very 70s piece, and I fell in love with it. So this is one of the pieces I got from the gentleman.
Oh, well, that makes sense why it looks like that from the 70s.
Makes sense.
Okay, hello.
So that was one of the pieces I got, and then this was and will probably forever be one of my favorite blossoms. So this is Smoky Mountain Bisbee, and this I got from the same guy once again. You could see
the same guy that with the other turquoise.
Yes,
he had the 2 that threw on the counter.
He had 3 in a bag, and I bought all 3 from him.
Oh,
I have a problem that when I see somebody that has a collection, I feel like I need to buy the whole entire collection to keep the collection together and alive and going forward
and current.
And well, yeah,
because you're wearing it. He doesn't just put things in a box, you guys. He wears it.
Guys, look at the matrix
he's usually
on
wearing...
these guys. Look at that. You can just see the color. Sorry, I was doing...
No, you're fine.
My hand, I got a big old cut in it.
Oh, shut up. Look at my nails. I don't care. No one cares.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful, stunning piece. And you can see
fabulous.
The backside of it. It's not stamped. Like I said, this is probably a 70s piece. But it's just a really fun piece to wear. And I've had to have it restrung. It was originally strung on piano wire, which I still have in a box.
Oh, wow.
And... it's just a really fun piece, guys.
Yeah,
it's got
weight.
some weight to
it's
it.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Those blossoms are very well done. Oh look, I wore my blossom earrings
I was noticing
tonight.
those earlier.
Or today, this afternoon.
Looking at them.
Yeah, I took my jade off just so I could. And then I was like, I went to go get the tripod so I could get over here real quick because I do have a haul for later, guys. I bought some jewelry to bring to sale, and then my friend Kim called me and I was already en route and I said, I'll just come to you. And I bought a whole box of vintage stuff. Beauties, vintage rhinestones and,
Ooh, yes.
Not turquoise, vintage.
Well, I have a jewelry addiction like outside of the turquoise too. I love collecting vintage pieces.
I've not seen any of that yet.
Here is, so this guy... So this is actually done by an Anglo gentleman. This piece was part of this house that I'm currently living in. So the lady that I bought the house from, her husband was an antique dealer. And when she was downsizing and moving out of this house into the house next door, which is where she lives, she was having an estate sale.
Oh.
And she had all this fun Southwestern stuff and jewelry and da-da-da-da-da. And this is when I kind of started just collecting. And I seen this sitting on an armoire. And I looked over at her and I said, are you selling that?
Just like that, I'm sure.
Just
like drooling.
Are you selling that? She's all, yep, it's going to go up for auction. And I said, oh my gosh, I would like to purchase it. Oh, you can't afford it right now. You need to save up so you can buy my house. So, rightfully so. Well, little did I know, her and my husband were in cahoots. And she offered it to him, knowing that I fell in love with it. And so he bought it for me for Christmas. And this is the year he said, oh, we're not getting each other gifts. No gifts this year. No gifts this year.
Yeah,
because we need to save up. So, I didn't get him a gift. And then he, brought me a package.
Upset, huh?
He brought me a package. And it was a little package like this, a little box, little jewelry size box. And he says, he hands it over to me and he says, here, you can wear this tonight. As we're going to his parents' house, for Christmas. My eyes lit up. I was so excited. Oh my gosh, thank you, baby. Okay, he put a freaking rock in it.
Oh my. And if you guys, go ahead, finish.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if you want to know who his husband is, okay, me and my brain, the way I think, that's him. Like he and I are like 2 peas in a pod. We think exactly the same. Except he's like this hippie like me, but he's got dreadlocks and he's just cool and he's like
just a laid back hippie.
He's a laid back hippie and I love him. I love both of them.
He's pretty great.
He and I connect we're all up in each other's brains, sharing information. We share the same blood type and everything.
I sort of able to Jesus when they talk and I have no idea what they're talking about.
He's like going, you guys are
I'm
cute.
Like, wow, you guys, I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna walk away and go shop online for jewelry.
Just so you know.
So this is the piece I talk about. So it is, once again,
stunning.
a pretty, sizable necklace. It's got the
fabulous.
bubblegum turquoise pieces, the fluted bench beads.
Show those up close so they can see those beads.
Look at those gorgeous beads. Oh, those are babies. Look at those guys. Focused. Yeah, there we go.
Is it focused now?
Yeah,
Those are fabulous.
And look at this, the matrix and all of those. And then, of course, her.
Whoa.
And you can see the pyrite in it.
Oh yeah.
It's got that fun.
Is it silver pyrite? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pyrite.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Oh.
And it's just once again, a really fun piece.
And super heavy.
It's heavy.
I can't even lift it. Oh my gosh.
It's heavy.
Holy
that
smokes.
rock is like literally.
No, not just the rock, but the amount of silver that they've used on that. It's like, look how thick.
I mean, it's thick.
It's chunky. It's
I like my chunky monkeys. There we go. So that's a really fun piece. And that one is stamped, like I said, it is Lee Barker. Lee Barker. And he was an Anglo. He was a white gentleman, but he employed lots of native workers to make the jewelry for him.
Oh, fabulous.
Great guy. He got his start moving from, I believe, New York to the Southwest, and his wife, who was obsessed with all things Southwest, but he couldn't afford a squash blossom for her, so he learned to make it.
Oh,
Man out of my own heart.
That's fabulous.
I guess we can just go ahead and jump into one of my favorite things to do. So I collect bracelets as well, and you can see a lot of my necklaces. I have matching stones, so this will go. This is the Smoky Mountain Bisbee, which goes with this guy. I've got, several Royston pieces, which go, with my Royston stuff. This is a really fun and interesting bracelet as well. I got it, it's a company online called Nativo Arts. I've made a lot of purchases from them, and they do a very good job at curating their collection. As well as working with you on payments and also on pricing. So I got this, I guess my husband got it for me, even though I'm the one who purchased and picked it out, for a Valentine's Day gift a couple of years ago. And I thought that was just a fun, just very simple piece. When I'm not feeling like I need to wear the whole world or lots of my jewelry, I can just throw this guy on and still have a little bit of bling to make me, to make me feel like the turquoise queen of the San Joaquin.
Which he is.
This is another piece that my husband got for me. He actually picked this one out for me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This was another Christmas present. It's a Morris piece, so it's probably a 70s
go
piece.
In close so they can see that
So
detail.
this is called Celestial Inlay. You can see little bits of turquoise, little bits of brass, mother of pearl, turquoise, and of course you got your
planets.
all the planets. And God bless him for being such a sweetheart. When I was making payments on my squash blossoms to pay it off, I brought him into the Yard Sailor Antique and Thrift.
Oh, yeah.
And while we were in there, he wanted, to look at the jewelry because he's not a jewelry kind of guy, but, he'll get a ring every now and then. So he started looking at some of the rings and stuff. And then while he was looking, I seen this bracelet. And it was like, November something or other.
See how heavy that is.
It's not super heavy. It's a light wearer.
It's nice.
But it's a fun piece. And you can see once again the hallmark and stuff sterling. Like I said, this is probably a 70s, 80s piece from what I've gathered. But bless his soul, I started trying stuff on. He's like, you like that, don't you? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I like it. I mean, it's jewelry and it's Native American. Of course I like it.
Wow, it's got some turquoise up in it.
Yes. And so he went back and purchased it for me, even though once again we said we weren't going to get each other gifts. That's the kind of guy I'm married to.
He's a fabulous man.
He's a wonderful guy.
Love
Yes,
him.
yes, he
love
is.
Him dearly.
And one of my favorite things to do, so like I said, I like to collect bracelets as well as necklaces and all that. So on every trip I go on, I always hunt out the one place that may or may not carry Native American jewelry. It's just a thing I do. Like if I'm going to be, I don't want to spend money on food while I'm out on vacation. I don't want to spend money on...
Take me to the thrift shops and the antique stores.
Yes, please. please. Yes,
right?
please.
Yes.
So it's my thing, and Erin knows that if I'm going on a vacation, the first place I'm going to find is a place that sells Native American jewelry. That doesn't matter whether I'm up in the mountains, or if I'm in the desert, or if I'm in Los Angeles, or if I'm in San Francisco. I just have this knack of finding the places. And if I don't find it while I'm there, then I do my shopping while I'm in my hotel room and pretend online and pretend that I bought it on my vacation.
I bought it when I was there on vacation.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So this is a little part of my collection of stuff that I've gathered. I tend to go for stackers because I like being able to stack pieces.
Yeah.
And once again, this is a really fun way of layering different items together. They're all different sizes. They're all stamped sterling.
And they're all chunky, thick.
They're all
just
carnated. Most of these are carnated, which is knife edge. But you can see I've, got myself a nice little collection here.
Get that right up in there so they can see that.
And you can see they're all different.
Oh, they're
and
great.
Each one tells a story about my vacation. Like, I know which one. I know I got this one when I met my biological mother for the first time.
She's a fabulous woman.
I got this one when I was in Las Vegas. I got this one when I was in San Francisco. I got this one when I was in LA. And then this one I got... Actually, I can't remember where I got this one.
It's great. I love that one.
This one actually... Oh, I remember who I got this from.
Oh, it's got a nice stamp in there. Let me take that camera back.
This one just says Navajo. This isn't the one I'm thinking. But I'll show you how this... No, come on. Focus.
Here. It's focusing on your face. There you go.
There you go. So you can see stamped Navajo Nation, sterling silver. A thing I want to talk to you guys a little bit about too is polishing. There are some naysayers that say, the tarnish patina is ruining your jewelry. I wear my jewelry so frequently that I really don't have that problem with tarnishing or patina. I do, however, like a good patina. One of my everyday wearer pieces, I actually purchased off a gentleman on Facebook, and he was a Native American guy, and he was from Modesto, and I met him over at the Whole Foods one day because I wanted to make a purchase from him, and I don't know this guy from Adam, so I met him at a safe spot. It's a Whole Foods. I mean, who doesn't like Whole Foods? Whole paycheck, whatever. And so the bracelet is from probably the early 80s. It had a gorgeous coloring to it, and when I seen it online,
you should just sit up here. No, you here. Well,
there we go.
No, a little up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So he had this gorgeous
Did it
bracelet.
go dark?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. This bracelet was gorgeous, guys. I mean, it just had a nice satin finish. It wasn't shiny. It had, ombre effect all throughout the bracelet. I mean, it was gorgeous. I mean, I was smitten with the bracelet. And I go meet the guy, and he's, you'll be pleased to know that I polished it for you. I say, what? You did what? He said, I polished it for you. I said, okay. And this is my everyday wear, guys. This is just a really fun, chunky cup. I mean, it's light that I literally...
and you don't
if you take it off, you could see where my tan is.
It's the same.
It's light enough that I wear it every single day. It's one of those pieces that, it's got dings and nicks all in it because, I work at a nursery and I load plants all day and move pottery and do all kinds of fun stuff.
And decorate the place to it.
But, I've been wearing it every single day for the past 3 years, and it literally is it feels good on, and it's starting to get that patina back. You can see it's not...
Let's go camera in. Yeah, it just is getting dark for whatever reason.
Maybe it's because it's trying to focus on the back side. Maybe if you go back this way.
That way, and there you go. Come back over
here. Okay, we're going to...
Get over here. I'll get back on the ground. I don't mind sitting on the ground. No, shush. Just do it. Do you, honey boo.
Okay.
What about that thing?
Oh, this thing? Oh,
Yeah.
this old thing?
That little thing
this
right
old
there?
thing. And I'm sorry, my guys, my hair's a disaster today.
Oh, you know what?
I keep getting fixated on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like that.
Last year, Brian had real long hair. And
Down to
has
my
had
waist.
for a very long time. And he had an accident.
Let's just say there was a bottle of whiskey involved and some yard work.
Oh, yeah. And there was a big hack that happened. And,
yes, well, I threw on my my husband's yard blower backpack.
Oh my God.
And I didn't realize I had my hair down, so my hair fried from here to here.
Oh,
and so
it got sucked into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my head was doing this and back there.
And you have been scalped.
A native being scalped, yes. Go
right. And Brian is Native American.
Yeah, I am a Cherokee
yes.
Apache. So this is a very 70s, more fabricated piece of chip inlay. And once again, I got this from a lady on Etsy, and it's really funny the bonds you make with people when you start choosing to maybe purchase their jewelry. I asked a lot of questions. Lots of questions. You want to know the provenance behind it. You want to know where they purchased it, how long they've had it, whose grandmother's was it, where did they purchase? I mean, once again, where did they purchase it?
Yeah.
How long have they had it? So this lady, she lived in Montana. And yes, poof poof.
I know.
She lived on Montana, and she was a collector just like me, and she was 80-some years old, and she just didn't wear half of her jewelry anymore. And so I started talking with her, and one thing led to another. She starts showing me other pieces that she has, and then she posts this one, and I said, well. How about that? It really isn't my style. I don't normally like chip inlay, but once I seen it,
it's fabulous.
And how big it was. I mean, look at that. Is that not just a statement within itself?
It's fabulous.
It's just a really fun piece, guys. And like I said, I'm not really into that chip inlay. But something about it was very 70s. And like I said, the bench beads are more fabricated than handmade bench beads, which you can see. But that's okay. Like I said, I fell in love with it. And great. I got it at a great deal.
You got to buy it when you see it.
I like the hunt.
The thrill of the hunt.
The thrill of the hunt. I like the thrill of the negotiation.
Yes.
I like the thrill of... am I going to get burned on it? I've been lucky, knock on wood, that I have not yet been burned on a jewelry purchase.
Buying online, that's a little bit...
It's risky, guys.
It's different than buying in person.
Even in person.
Hey, I've shown it. I'm trying to sell something sterling silver that just got sold to me for sterling, and it scratches and it's not. So, I've been fooled.
The thing about buying Native American as well is the stones. There are a lot of really, really good imposters out there, guys. A lot of really good imposters out there. One being... They almost feel like... They feel like pottery, right? Or something like that. Well, not only that, there's... what do they call it? Where they take turquoise chips, they put it into...
Reconstitute it.
They put it in epoxy, and it looks and feels almost like a real stone, but it's not. One of the first needlepoint bracelets that I bought, I got, and I took it into my guy, Brian, over at American Indian Shop. He said, that's not real stone. I said, excuse me, what? So that's not real stone. And he told me what it was, and okay. And he said it was sterling silver. It was good, but I don't buy fake stuff. I don't like fake stones. To me, I just couldn't do it.
Well, so I just sold one almost identical to that recently.
This one?
Yeah, it's not quite as big.
So I found this one once again on a trip. We were in San Francisco, and I wasn't able to find a jewelry store that I could go into. So I started talking to my friends online, and one of my girlfriends had this, and I'd seen it, and I said, oh my gosh, I need it. So here we go. So this is a really fun piece as well. Like I said, it's just what they call a needlepoint bracelet, cluster bracelet. And you can see the stones. They have a nice matrix.
It's beautiful.
Got the pyrite
and so he says that that's not
This is real.
Oh, Oh, okay.
I took that other one back, honey. I took it back to the person I took it back to the person I got it from.
I'm looking at that going, dang, they did a real good job.
So the one that was, it was literally just like this. Okay, but the stones were a really milky blue color. And this is when I first started collecting, so it didn't like dawn on me that, oh, those probably are fake stones. And the way you can tell too is you can take a hot needle
pin, and if it starts melting,
and if you can test it in a corner, the epoxy will actually melt. Yeah. I don't recommend doing it unless you really have a feeling that it is. I always say if you could take it to a jeweler, that's your best way of doing it, because if it is in fact a fake and you want to get your money back and you test it, then you just ruined the bracelet. They may not take it back.
A lot of people test amber the same way. You can do it from the backside, and when you put that needle into the backside, you should smell like
the resin.
It's
resin.
Yeah, it's like but it's more of like a tree smell.
It also glows in the dark, guys.
Yes, right. Well, a lot of them, my UV light I can't get to work in, but go ahead. Sorry. Carry on.
I know.
Dear.
Where are we at? Lord
you didn't show.
I didn't do my beads yet. This is one of my newer pieces. Once again, this comes from the lady who passed away, my friend's mom. Oh. So she, like I said, she had a really fun jewelry collection, and I'd been searching. We talked about how I like bench beads.
I've given him some bench beads. Remember, I gave you a whole bunch of bench beads, and I gave him a whole bunch of Heshy beads because he was restringing some things too. Brian also makes jewelry.
So this is a really fun graduated bench bead necklace, and you can see how it starts small.
And what's on those? Are they just? Oh, okay. They do have words.
They're stamping. Yep, stamping.
Are we seeing it? Yeah, you can
see. And
it
goes from small to bigger to bigger to bigger to bigger to the biggest right there, guys. Look at that. Enormous. Isn't that fun?
That's
huge. This is one that I like to do a little bit of layering with, and I'll show you quickly how I layer. So I'll throw this guy on.
Dang, who is that walking by?
Oh, that's Tim. Oh, Lord.
Hello, Tim. Tim was tall and handsome, guys.
Tim is tall and handsome.
Guys and gals.
So here's how I do a little bit of layering. Like I said, my hair's a disaster, but...
Oh, stop. So his house is a mess, too. And
my house is a freaking...
It's immaculate.
It's not, guys.
Come to my house, Brian.
So you can see how I'll layer this on. And then if I'm feeling really fun and funky, I can even do one more layer on. Because, I mean, sometimes...
Why not?
There's no such thing as too much, at least in my life. So I love layering chunky jewelry. Normally, I'd probably just wear it just like this, because this is a lot on your neck as it is. This will be the next piece. I just spoiler alert, guys, spoiler. But yeah, so that's how I like to layer. Now I love layering stuff. Another thing I like to do too.
Bouncing that over there, huh?
Oh, I have two more pieces. And there's also I like to play dress up, and so when you have jewelry like I do, a day's. Maybe a cocktail and playing dress up is not a bad thing to do.
Since Lord knows we don't go anywhere anymore, huh? We're all senior citizens up in the house. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my back. Oh, my God, my back.
Yeah, Brian has a very old soul, but he's very young and hip, though.
I've been wanting a jacla for many, many years. And a jacla, or a jewel, what it's called are these guys down at the bottom.
A jacla.
Or najul.
On najul?
Which literally translate in Navajo to earrings. So these would be worn individually.
Oh, yes.
As earrings.
They go through the ear and they hang.
And they hang.
Here, let's do that again. Here, I'll show you on my ear.
So that would be two of them, but you would wear wear them individually, and they're on strings, so you would tie them through your ear. And
that's what the extra
storage
string is.
Yeah, and then for storage, they would throw them on their double strands.
To wear it. Oh gosh, look at that. And it's just all strung on this. My hands are terrible. It's just super great. And then it's got the Heshy beads.
Yes, hand-rolled, hand-drilled Heshy. And this is an older piece. One of the corns is missing from the jacla, which is okay. I had bouts and fits about it the first couple of years that I owned it, but it literally is part of its history now, which is okay.
Impressive. It's beautiful.
So, you know, and it's
Did
not...
you put it on?
I have not put it on yet. This is a fun, like I said, it's a fun piece. It's a fun layering piece. But I mean, just even by itself or layered with other things, it's very traditional. It's very traditional
fabulous.
Navajo.
It's fabulous.
I found this on Navajo Arts, which once again is another. It's one of the sites that I like to shop at. This is another piece I like to layer. I do a lot of layering, like I said.
Don't come to the door right now. We don't want you. No, not now. Whoever you are. I just said no. They turned around. They're trying to sell something. So, well, they're probably trying to sell us solar, which I already bought solar. Okay, so yeah, yeah.
So here is probably one of my more basic pieces.
It's not basic though. It's fabulous.
It is very fabulous and it's very light. It's all sterling silver.
Explain that one.
So this is your nage, and this is what they call tufa casting. Tufa casting is where you take a piece of tufa stone and you carve into it, and then you're able to pour your sterling silver into it and manipulate the piece of sterling silver into a bracelet, or you can leave it flat like this.
Is this also the same?
Yeah. So this funny story. So I found this guy once again on Facebook Marketplace.
You can tell by the way it's done. I found a few pieces like this, and I sold them cheap like a dummy.
Yes, I got that piece for $40.
Yeah. Wow.
This piece right here was $40. And
wow.
I've been searching for a piece.
Oh,
I wanted a piece that was the tufa. As soon as I start learning about different methods of jewelry making, I get really, really excited. And I want to buy all of it up. So I got this guy on Facebook Marketplace from a gentleman up in Coarse Gold. And once again, a Native American gentleman.
Yeah, that's just up the hill.
Right up the hill. And he was powwow. He did powwow dancing. And this is a piece that he would wear. I bought also another bracelet from him that he'd had for several years. But I like using this piece, like I said, for just like this, layering. Because it's so light and airy that you can layer with it. Or if, like I said, if I just want to wear, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and be very cash for the day and still have my jewelry on, I'll throw this on with a big chunky bracelet and we'll call it a day.
It's funny, I showed up with a turtleneck and he had one on.
I love turtlenecks. 'Tis the season.
Right? It keeps me warm.
It does.
Yeah.
So you can once again see the work on it. And look at the back side.
So that's how I knew that was the same as the other one.
Yeah, you can see the rough edges and the bubbles in it. What they would do is they take actually two stones. They'll carve out.
They call it sand casting as well.
Yeah, tufa casting. And they'll carve out whatever design they want, and then they will make sure that at the bottom part they'll have a big weld, for the sterling silver to be melted into, and then they'll take another piece on top. So now you have this little hole right here that is going to be part of where you pour your sterling silver into, and they would wrap these two stones together, and then after it's done cooling, and then they pop it out, and bada bing, bada boom. You
buff it out just a little bit on one side, and you're done. Good to go. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Well, you didn't share your rings.
I didn't do the rings, and I didn't do one of my other
what about
bracelets.
the last piece down there? Did you do that one?
I did, yes. I
did that's your fave. That's the one you started with.
That's my baby.
Okay, it looks like maybe you did get through them.
through most of these. I have a couple of other pieces.
Well, we've been on for almost an hour already.
Little candy dish, guys.
It's full of candy, girls and guys.
So, this ring. It's a really fun ring. So, once again, I'm really obsessed with that blue-green color, and you can see that this stone is a gorgeous blue-green color, or blue-green color. If I could talk, it'd be a miracle. One of my coworkers told me, I have this adjustable ring, and it was my aunt's, and I don't wear it anymore. Do you want it? And I said, well, sure. And I was thinking to myself, I've never really seen an adjustable ring before that it was actually good quality.
Right.
So I was like, I'll look at it because I like turquoise, so I might as well just do it. So she brought it to me, and needless to say, it's just pretty much my everyday wear. I call it my wedding ring because I literally wear it like a wedding ring. It's chunky, it's big, and you can see too how it's adjustable And like I said, that's not normally something that's,
It's
that's
great.
normal
Yeah.
for Native American jewelry, especially for good quality Native American jewelry. But
All that stamp.
I'm not saying no to it, because look at this baby on, honey.
It's
yes,
fabulous.
I just love it.
It's great.
So that was a good fun piece.
It is a candy dish.
It's a candy dish for my jewelry.
Got a bunch of candy.
Knuckles. So I like dome rings. I like them a lot. They're just really fun. You can see the different turquoise in there.
Now, that little is called, the little ones like that, is that...
That's a snake eyes, or petite
point.
Yeah, petite point.
Okay, petite point.
Yeah.
Not needle point.
Not needle point.
Needle point
is
is
where
more
they're the long up and down.
Okay,
yeah.
so the one that I have at home that I showed recently, you probably didn't see the video, but it's needle point.
Yeah, needle point's going to be up and down.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it cluster petite point. It's a fun piece.
It's beautiful. Did I sell you that one?
No, a lady came and gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
At work.
Well, I've gifted you.
Honey, don't worry. We're getting to them, honey.
I've gifted Brian a couple rings,
yeah,
and I've sold him a few too.
This one, and I'm not really into that Sleeping Beauty. I mean, I have several pieces of Sleeping Beauty.
I am.
She is. I'm not really into it, but I just fell in love with this ring.
It's fabulous. There's so much activity going on.
Oh, I know. My dogs are going bananas. So I really do enjoy this ring. I got this from...
that was the handsome guy.
My husband gave me a gift certificate to our local Native American jewelry shop, and that's what I purchased.
And sadly, it closed recently, and it's a bummer, because if you wanted something repaired, you'd take it to Brian.
Yeah.
And he's no longer doing
this ring is the first piece I bought from Tanya, and... actually, it was this piece, and there's actually another necklace that I purchased together.
That was the one, I remember.
So I like big, I like chunky, and she says, Brian, I've got you. I said, what do you mean? She said, I've got you. So she comes, and she's there, and it was, late at night, and she pulls out a baggie, and she hands it to me. She's all, just look at him, let me know. And she just walks away. She said, I know where to find you. Needless
Probably
to
went and
say,
got some food
yeah,
real
she
quick.
did. Needless to say, I fell in love with it, and you can see the stone.
The dome stone.
It's the dome stone, guys. That is a chunky stone. Yeah, that is a chunky stone. I'm talking like a half-inch raised above the bezel, guys.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
huge.
it's massive. I mean, I just loved it.
Well, show them the face of it. Too.
Yeah, the face of it's darling. I just love
let's see. I think it'll fit that one. Oh God, it's so heavy. It's so big.
It is.
Look at the color. Again, he likes those shades. And
I
then look at it next to the
shades.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Let me grab this one more thing. Well,
fabulous.
I had a good rear to go.
I remember what I gave it to him for as well, because oh my gosh, you guys, look.
I have also a Pearson.
While he's away, I'm gonna steal this. I was at work one day, and I was just in there as a customer this time. What had happened? I would have stayed there, but was sitting at the desk every day as an investigator, and then standing on my feet at night for the 3 nights, I got a pinched sciatic nerve that was so bad that after several months, I finally got this one shot that they had to go in with X-ray, and I thought that I didn't know what was going on with me, but it was awful. I would literally wake up screaming and crying in pain, and I was having a hard time with it, and so I just kind of gave up my little 4 hours a night on Friday and Saturdays, and I hated.
Keep finding more jewelry, guys.
I hated doing it, but I had to. Ooh, whatever that is, he forgot to show you.
Oh, I
it's
haven't
a
done that
pendant.
one yet. Oh, I know. This is the stuff
I'm
goes on.
sorry.
I found that at a thrift store for $1.
Oh, I'll give you 10.
Here's another.
Wow. Look at these. Oh, don't let me throw things around, Brian. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping stuff.
So here is another fun piece that I got from this bag lady. I mean, Tanya, I'm kidding. I got this from Tanya, and this was part of that same collection that she came and showed me. And I'm like, oh. And once again,
bat wings.
I don't wear chokers. I don't wear them.
That's great.
But I seen it, and I said, oh. I could wear it with a white V-neck or with a black tank top in summer and rock the joint. And you can see the turquoise piece. Let me take this off so you can see these turquoise pieces. They're massive. They really are. And it's more of a modern look, and it almost looks dark and gothic to me.
Yeah.
I was
it's
immediately
really cool.
That's
why I was thinking
drawn to
Batwing.
it. Yes, I was immediately drawn to it. But you can see the setting on this guy.
Oh yeah.
Look at how it sets up. And the stone and the sawtooth bezel look at all those little stampings even all the way around it, guys. Like I'm not kidding. I kid you not. And even each one of these, the detail that they placed into it, all the way around on each one of those stones. And it's just a really fun. I mean, it's pretty heavy for as little as it is.
Yeah, it's a great little piece. I remember that beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
So here is another piece that I got from my friend whose mom passed away.
Oh.
And this actually is part of a set. It's not sterling, guys, which is really strange for me.
It's got the same kind
brass.
of turquoise as this.
It's brass.
It's brass? Are you kidding me?
That is brass.
It's fabulous.
It's
my
different.
gosh.
So I looked this guy up. His name's Leo Corrice, I believe. And it actually...
Oh, I've got to look at that.
Isn't that fun?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's good. Look, it's got a spur down there.
It's got the spur, and the spur moves.
Yeah. It doesn't articulate swing too. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yep. It's just a really uncommon piece for me because I'm normally only sterling.
I can't wear brass, sadly. It would turn me green really bad.
You know what? It does me as well.
Yeah.
But you know what I did? I wear a neckerchief. A kerchief with it.
Oh, and nature.
So I look very Western when I wear it. But it's a really just different, unique piece.
Yeah, it's great.
It's got the brass ring to go with it by the same maker.
Oh, I didn't know that was brass. I thought it was just like a heavy tarnish sitting in that dish.
They're both.
That's cool.
They're both brass, which is
with the
like I said, it's not
really
necessarily something that I'm into, but I didn't want to break up the collection. This collection, I also got a papoose.
Oh, really?
Yes. I didn't want to break the collection up. And a bunch of belts that are way too small for me to wear. Which is okay.
What?
Yes. Here's another fun piece that I got. I looked it up, waterfall is this style. You can see the blue, how it goes from one end, and it doesn't go completely around like a waterfall. This one I got from another lady named Tanya.
Oh, was her name Tanya?
Uh-huh. From you. Do you not remember it?
No, I did. I was like, I think I sold him that one.
I think I sold him that.
I thought the turquoise went up just a little bit more, maybe, but
once again,
I don't remember.
I wear this guy with a little V-neck and
I don't know what I had for breakfast or.
You didn't have your Wheaties?
No. Or my Eggos. My son was trying to blame me for eating the Eggos.
Oh.
He left the box there. I was like, "What's an Eggo?"
Lego my who?
No,
Lego my leg.
Not me.
My last piece I'll show you guys today.
Why, you've got 3 things right there, or 4 in the box. Just show 2 big chunkies. I see it, and the other.
I got this one down. I actually have more, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my God, this is a very long video. I'm sorry. I really started geeking out.
They don't mind. Don't be geeked out. Oh,
this
fabulous.
Is a piece.
Did I sell you that?
No,
I've had one. It might
you
still
have
be
the gold one that I'm still wanting.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I have another one in my collection that's silver like that. And I found a little bracelet, and I said I was going to send it to Thelma Thrift, and I can't find it now.
Oops.
But I have a little box for Thelma Thrift. One of these days, I'm going to ask Vanessa for her address, and I'm going to just ship her a bunch of they were cute things for teachers. And she had purchased one of these recently.
You guys, look at the detail work on these little birds.
Yeah.
Each one of those is hand done, guys. Each one. This is called a fetish.
A sterling
silver fetish.
Yes.
There was a lady that came into work and she had one on, and she got it on some first dibs or whatever, and she paid an ungodly amount. And I wanted one. I said, I've got to have a sterling silver fetish. Of course, I couldn't find one as big and chunky as hers, but I did find this guy.
It's pretty.
This is very pretty, and it's
love it.
it's dainty.
Yeah.
It's light.
I'm so into my birds right now.
It's very dainty and light, and when it's on, once again, it's just light enough that I could go rock out on the town and not have to worry about whapping somebody in the face with my big necklace if I'm dancing.
Or his ponytail.
Yeah.
Because it's not there anymore.
I know, my poor pony.
Oh.
So that's a fun
baby.
piece. The one thing that threw me off was the closure on it. So
It's a barrel clasp.
I'm assuming this is probably a newer piece.
Well, it could have been restrung.
I don't think it was restrung.
Well, that's probably, they started using those like 60s, 70s.
I'm going to say that's probably 80s or 90s.
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Yeah. The original.
The one that started the whole thing.
The original. It's a beautiful piece.
It is fabulous.
I love it. It's just so simple, so elegant.
Oh, it reminds me of the one that I tried to sell the other night.
So simple, so elegant, guys. You can see the stones are just. It's just a pretty necklace. Like I said, it's a little more on the rudimentary side, a little more on the crude side, but something about that.
Fabulous.
But something about that is just, it just screams
great.
to me. And, one of the blossoms is got a little damage to it.
But again, the
that's
character.
part of its character.
Yeah, it's been around the block.
When you have it on, it just feels right. It feels so good on. And this is the one that you wore. It hurts my neck. I'm like, honey, try wearing one of my other ones.
Oh, this is the one that it was in my custody. Yeah, this was his first purchase.
It's just my baby. This is I will never get rid of her again if God's permit.
Well, no wonder I was saying it. It reminds me of the one because it was the one that I had in my possession for 6 months or something.
Isn't that
like
gorgeous? That. But it's just a really fun piece.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful piece.
Fabulous.
It feels good on. It really does.
Did I not tell you guys? Yeah. I told him, I kept telling him, I can't wait to do this with you guys and share your jewelry with all of you lovely people that are just huge jewelry enthusiasts. Look at this!
This is one of my more modern pieces. Like I said, I've kind of gotten into that more modern look for jewelry. But you can see each one of these are hand cut and
slices.
Little slices of just heaven. Look at those guys. Look at that. Oh yeah. And the Hishi.
Fabulous.
It's really, the color on it too is more vibrant than I'm used to for most of my turquoise. As you guys can probably see, for most of my collection, I go for those the bluish green colors. Not necessarily this, but I fell in love with this guy.
It's great.
And once again,
I remember when you purchased, or when he used to show me all the time at work.
This is what I'm getting next. I'm getting this one next.
Work. He'd be like looking at jewelry. Look at this one. Oh yeah, that's the one. I'm after that one right now.
Oops.
Yeah. And I'm taking pictures of my stuff at home and going, well, look at this one.
Look at that one. She's got a great collection, guys. And this was my birthday present for my husband a few years ago.
That's beautiful.
Found by Miss Tanya.
Oh, that's right.
Tanya found it for him. And that's just a really fun piece. Look at that stone, guys.
It's nice. It's beauties. It's beauties.
It is pretty.
Beautimus.
It's pretty. I like that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that it? That's everything?
I think that's... We'll have to save some for later. Oh,
yeah,
my wedding
sure.
ring.
Yeah, you better show your wedding ring.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you better show your wedding ring.
So this one, my mom is, Native American. She lives in New Mexico. And so she goes to all the Indian markets. This was a piece, and it matches this perfectly. That's why I thought about it right now. She found this piece for $25.
I remember. She was telling me about it. Yeah,
$25, guys.
Yeah.
And it's really pretty matrix.
Like when you're sitting at a restaurant or something, people will come in
and start peddling.
And they peddle right there. They bring their jewelry, handcrafted stuff, and they
say, "Do you want this? $25.
Yes, I'll take it.
I'll take all of it."
Yeah, we need to go drive. Let's get in the car and go.
Oh, I would never come back.
Right?
I'd be in trouble.
I know. Well, they do have a little RV now. We could just go and have some fun for a week.
We could.
That'd be fun. And go to one of those, the gem and mineral.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
In like.
Oh, guys. How can I be so silly?
Oh, well, don't be silly,
guys.
Brian.
Oh, my gosh,
Do
guys.
share.
Oh, my gosh, guys.
Share.
You know, Native American jewelry isn't all about necklaces, bracelets, and or rings. I forgot to show you.
Let's see what he's got.
This honker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't look at the booty. Look at the belt.
This is the belt, guys, the belt. So, sterling silver.
It's fabulous.
Concho.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it.
All sterling
Holy
silver.
smoke, show them that stamp back there.
Stamp.
That's ginormous. That's got to weigh a good couple pounds.
Oh, honey,
easy.
it's so
5
heavy.
pounds. I could imagine.
When I take it off, I feel light again.
Look at the size of just one. Okay, do you see the size there? What the?
And there's 8 of these guys plus
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Plus the belt buckle.
Wow.
And it's
that's awesome.
solid.
And how's that put on there? Look at how
you got
did
your
that.
brass backings, which is very traditional.
Yeah, and look it's just tied on there. That's
Old
that's
school.
not made at a store. That's something you're not going to purchase at a store. And why waste the silver material
On the backside
to put the
do
backside?
brassing.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's a little bit of my collection, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm
of course, if you have questions, please feel free to hit Tanya up and she will relay it to me and maybe I can answer them. If not, I have lots of resources for you guys.
Do you know, you do have a Facebook or anything?
I do, but I'm going to keep that private.
Okay, no worries.
But
We got it.
But there's always ways of conversing. Like I said, Tanya,
I would
we're
love
good
to.
friends, so
Yeah.
we can talk back and forth that way. Or also, I stalk her YouTube channel, so.
Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you found this very fascinating, like I did, because I, as you know, love jewelry like no one. Well, yeah, like a lot of you. So
All of us love jewelry.
yeah. And I mean, hello, to the heavens we must go one day. And wow, wouldn't you like to be wearing that when you go?
These on, guys.
Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you, Brian,
Thank
my
you,
dear
Tanya,
friend,
for inviting
sharing.
me.
And I will come back again, you guys, and I'll do a little quick house tour, just a little whoop, all the way around, and then he can bring you some more stuff.
Yay!
Okay, I love you. Thank you, and peace. We'll see you guys real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.